sounded like some sort of giant two-footed cat.
This is cool. This is incredibly cool. That is something that I think everyone wants to be able to do.
Everyone wants to do it, but to be an internet sensation, training has to start early.
When I was 5 years old, I was watching a Bruce Lee video, and he actually ran up the wall and did a backflip. So I went outside in the backyard, ran up the wall, and it was a success.
Does Aaron have bionic legs, or is there some unseen science?
The trick he employed so perfectly was to get all his extremities, his arms and legs, above his centre of mass by going into a flip. Everything that was in danger of being caught by the car was actually pointing to the sky for a brief second as the car went underneath. So he was beautifully executed.
So this mid-air roll gives Aaron another edge because it increases his time in the air, allowing the speeding car to get well clear. Now all he has to do is land. So there you go, it's easy.
You just gotta have the guts, and you gotta clear your mind and focus on the goal, and that's basically what I did. And I just went for it, and I landed, and now I'm on TV.
For short track speed skaters, time means nothing. It's all about position, and they'll take any edge to get ahead. Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Wells. Don't let those graceful strides fool you. Short track speed skating is a contact sport. These athletes compete in tight packs, jostling for position, and crashes happen all the time. If you're not perfectly trained, you'll go from first to last in a second. To help avoid this, short track speed skaters, like most Olympians, use a clever tactic called tapering. Here's how it works. They train for years to get here, but in the month before, they taper off their training up to 90%. So right before the biggest competition of their life, they're training the least. Sounds like slacking off, right? But the results are amazing. They make more red blood cells. Their muscles bulk up. Plus, tapering increases neurotransmitters, which are chemicals that shoot signals between your brain, your nerves, and your muscles. Faster nerve explosions mean faster muscle reaction times. So by relaxing more before the race, these athletes become supercharged. Tapering improves almost everything physical, but it also gives athletes a mental edge. It improves their mood, focus, and energy. If they can pull it all together at the right time, they'll reach new levels of performance. Slow it down to charge it up. Fusion.
60 meters off the ground.
There are actually 3 biological systems that contribute to balance.
First of all, the vestibular system in our inner ear, and this allows us to detect the direction of gravity. And so when you've done a lot of spinning, you've kind of disrupted your vestibular system and you're not able to balance quite as well. The second is the proprioception system, which essentially monitors each part of the body.
It's a body's way of knowing where every body part is in relation to every other body part.
And the third is our vision. Our eyes give us clues about where our body is located with respect to other objects around it. And this is very important to be able to orient ourselves properly.
On You Have Been Warned, it's our job to warn you about mind-bogglingly dangerous things. So listen carefully. You have been warned. Don't
Imagine you're this. You handle the pressure. Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Wells. Olympic athletes are a rare and amazing species. They face astounding pressure, yet still find a way to excel. It's all in their brain. See, when their brains perceive stress, it sends a signal down through the spinal cord to scare their bodies into action. Pressure stimulates the adrenal glands. They sit right over your kidneys and release 2 stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones make you ready for battle. They make your heart beat faster. They drive blood into your arms and legs. It helps your lungs suck in more oxygen. Plus, they make your liver dump sugar into your blood to give you bursts of energy, which are all great when you're about to compete. But too much screws you up. Get too revved on adrenaline, you'll lose focus. Get distracted. Think about the crowd. Suddenly you have way more muscle power and explosiveness than you've ever had. overwhelmed. And the next thing you know, you're stumbling on the starting line or shooting the puck into your own net. So athletes train themselves to enter an ideal performance state called the zone. They use special breathing techniques to calm their heart and lungs. Plus, they learn how to visualize a perfect performance over and over in their minds. Basically, they hypnotize themselves to will victory into reality. They use techniques to act relaxed and energized, which allows them to think only about their performance and feel confident while achieving it. So they literally train themselves that fear is fun. Don't feel the pressure, feed off of it. Do it right and enter the zone.
Welcome back. We're now
He pulled it off. He jumped into water only 12 inches deep, and he survived. Amazing.
The prof stunt is enormously dangerous. So how did this belly flop save him from shattering every bone in his body?
There is some ingenious physics at work to help protect Professor Splash's life. He's very cleverly making sure when he hits the water, he's got as big a surface area as possible so he can spread out that force over the biggest area, reducing the pressure on any one part of his body. And he's got this 30 centimeters of water, which is actually going to slow him down. So instead of decelerating instantly into concrete, he has 30 centimeters of transferring his momentum to the water, which is hopefully enough that he's slowed down enough to not die.
So Professor Splash lived to dive another day. But make no mistake, plummeting into a paddling pool from 12 meters above is dangerous.
I have been injured. I've had neck, I've broken teeth, broke my jaw, I've been knocked out 4 times, but it's gonna hurt for a minute, but the bliss on the bottom of the pool is 10,000 joys.